I'm like, get out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Banging on the side of the wall. I'm banging on the side of the wall. Get out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to scare it away because people told me, like, they don't want no confrontation. Like, if you want to keep the bears away, keep your music playing or something like that. When they hear people talking, they go the opposite way. So I figure if I start making noise, it'll leave. And so I'm like, get out of here. Banging on the wall. I start barking like a freaking idiot. Like, but I tell you, I got 4 dogs, 4 Shih Tzu dogs. And I start barking because I knew if I start barking, they're going to start barking. And I figure if they start barking, the bear will leave. So here my old retarded ass over here like, boo, 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 get out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Get out of here. Boo, boo. So here come the dogs, come running. Mind you, I was in the bathroom. Here come the dog, they come running. So I'm riling them up. I'm just a banging. Get. That heifer still tugging at the door. Still trying to get in. Still scratching at it. Woo! Hey Royals, what's up you guys? Welcome to another seafood boil mukbang. You guys, this is going to be part 2 of the story about how the tree fell on my house. I know the last video got cut short, but I had to put it up anyway. So I want to kind of like, I don't know, maybe start the story over or continue the story. I'm hungry, so I'm going to jump right in and we're going to eat and talk at the same time. So to kind of get back into the story, basically, I'm just going to start over. So, I live in the mountains in Pennsylvania, and we had like a storm. Like, it was raining. I ain't got time to be fighting with this thing on. It was raining. Shrimp. Oh, I got my own sauce over here. I made me a little sauce of my own. So, like I said, it was raining real bad. And it was thundering and lightning and everything. So, I basically wasn't, you know, I wasn't really paying attention to the trees and stuff like that. I just knew that it was raining and it was thundering, it was lightning. I was staying my butt in the house. Now, it was a lot of wind. Okay. Before I actually had a chance to get home, like, I felt like when I was driving, it almost felt like the wind was gonna push my daggone car over. I had to like drive slow because it felt like the wind was strong enough to push my car over. But I got home pretty early. Like, probably at like 4 p.m. or something like that. And I feel like I'm getting a cold, y'all. At probably like 4 p.m. So after I got home, stayed in the house. It was thundering. Me and the kids was like, dang, you hear all that thunder? I mean, it was thundering hard, crackling. Like, that thing sound like I always said to my friends, like, when we live in the mountains, and so we live at the top of the mountain. Like, I literally have to drive up the mountain, so I gotta drive down the mountain to get like things from the store. So I be telling my friends, like, imagine this is the mountain, right? The store is down here. We live up here. So, you know, when, like, let's say for instance, if rainfall is gonna get here first, you get what I'm saying? If the thundering and lightning is happening, we're gonna hear it first, or we'll hear it the loudest because we're up here at the top of the mountain. So keep that in mind. So what happened was, we was having this bad storm, and we live here for so long, like 4 years now. So we kind of get used to these things, you know what I'm saying? Like, right now, it's November, it's below 0 outside, snowing, all kind of stuff, and then a lot of other places, it's sunny and normal, you know what I mean? So, mussels, here, have some. I don't be forgetting about y'all. I'm just so hungry, y'all. have that first mussel. They good. Yeah. So I was sleeping at like, I went to bed kind of early. Dang, why the crab just don't want to do right. So I went to bed kind of early. And I remember waking up to a loud thump, like a loud crash. Like, and I woke up and I was up for some time. Like, I didn't get out of my bed. I just was awake. So I ended up, excuse me. Ooh, it's a little bit spicy. I ended up posting on Facebook like, dang, this freaking thunder and lightning sound like the wrath of God. I posted that at like 2 a.m. When I tell y'all, when I posted that, I did not know that that was a tree that had done fell on my house. Now, like I said, I did not get out of the bed. I just woke up to a big crash. Like, and it sounded to me like lightning, which I'm pretty sure it was, because I'm telling y'all, lightning struck this tree in front of my house and that's how it fell. It wasn't the wind that just blew the tree, because then it would have just been like broke. You know what I mean? The tree was like shattered. Pieces was everywhere. That's how you know it was a strike. And then it, you know, like a bomb almost, like. So lightning struck the tree and that thing flew everywhere. When I tell you, inches away from my car. Inches away from my car. Like, when I tell you God is good, God is freaking good. Because, yeah, it fell on the house, but it didn't fall on the house in a manner where, like, it would damage the house, really. Because at the end of the day, I would have probably known that. Like, if a tree would have came through my roof, I'm sure I would have known. But it didn't come through my roof. It fell, like, and when I say a tree, it was a big, I'm going to show y'all pictures. I'm going to include pictures. Here's the picture right here of the tree in my front deck, like my front deck on my steps and stuff. And here's the picture right here of the tree in the yard when we moved it. But the tree was so big and thick we could barely even move it. Like, it was me and my kids and we couldn't pick it up. We had to roll it. It was like a 1, 2, 3 push. 1, 2, 3 push. Like, no lie. So anyway, I wake up at like 2 a.m. because I heard the crash. And I go online. I'm checking my Facebook because I'm just thinking it was thunder. Like, because the thunder is that loud out here. So I go on my Facebook and I'm like, yo, this thunder sound like the wrath of God. So how about the next morning I wake up? Next morning I wake up. And I'm talking to my kids because I work from home and I homeschool my kids. So they was home. They had already got up before me because, mind you, I had woke up at like 2 o'clock in the morning. And I was awake for a little while and I was on Facebook. So by the time I get up, they already woke. And I'm like, did y'all hear that lightning last night? That thunder? That was crazy. And they like, yeah, we there talking about it. And I'm like, all right, well, I'm about to get ready to go to the store because I had to go get us something to eat. Like, normally I'll hop up, ride down the mountain. Like I told y'all, we live at the top of the mountain. And go get us something to eat. Because I do cook sometimes. But, again, I woke up late. And they was already getting started with their schoolwork. So, we talking about it. We making jokes like, yo, that lightning was so crazy. Whatever, whatever. I got my coat on, ready to walk out the door. I open up the door. And the tree is blocking my way out. Like, the tree was in blocking my way out. I couldn't get out. So after cracking these jokes about the tree, about, well, not the tree, but about the thunder and lightning, I opened up the daggone door and realized that a tree had done fell onto our house. Like, it had fell on the house, like, but the deck kind of, I want to say the deck kind of like shielded the house in a bit because it pillowed the fall of the tree. Well, not the whole tree, because like I said, the tree has shattered and spread. So it pillowed the fall of the part that landed on our deck and on our front door. Like, it's so hard to describe to y'all. When I say tree, I mean thick tree. Like, my arms is not thick enough to wrap around this thing. And it had fell in a diagonal on our deck into my doorway, where it had popped a stick off of the front of the doorway and scratched up my door and everything. And it was like even scratches on my bedroom window. Not the window, but the, you know, the wood around the window. Window pane, whatever it's called. It had, when I tell you that tree could have hit my window. And mind you, my bed is right near the window. Glass would have shattered on me and everything else. And like I said, God is good, because it did not hit me. And it did not hit my window. And it did not hit my car. And even though it fell on the house, it kind of landed on the house. And it fell on the deck more so. And I couldn't believe it. I was in such disbelief. I'm like, yo, a tree fell on my house. So I end up not going to the store right away. I'm FaceTiming my friend. I'm FaceTiming my mother. I'm FaceTiming my boy. I'm FaceTiming everybody. And I'm like, yo, look at this tree. A tree fell on the house. Like, oh my God, look at this tree. This big ass tree fell on my house. Like, and panic, like, yo, look. I didn't think they was gonna believe me. I'm like, look at this tree. It's big, it's thick, look at it. And I was just in a panic. I'm like standing there like, yo, my kids, we all standing there with their mouths open like, a tree fell on the house. Like, oh my God. A tree fell on the house. When I tell y'all, that shit was crazy. So, so finally we get our composure, and I couldn't deal. So I went under the tree and my friend, she was like, oh, meet me at the Dollar General or something like that. And I just met her at the Dollar General like nothing ever happened. Like, yeah, of course, when I got there, I was talking to her about the tree. I was still in shock or whatever. And my kids wasn't going nowhere. They wasn't in no danger, because we got side doors. You can't be like, oh, what if they would have get locked in? We live in a house. There's other exit ways, including a garage. So I just met her at Dollar General because I needed to like relieve some of that anxiety, talk to somebody, show them pictures, like really, I don't know. So met her at Dollar General. I know I'm smacking, but it's good. And I'm hungry, shoot. So I'm at her Dollar General, show her the pictures. Mind you, Dollar General is not far. It's actually the closest thing to my house because when I moved here, there was nothing up here. And that's the first, like, they built the Dollar General literally like 5 minutes from my house. Like, literally, if I was walking, it would take me probably about 20 minutes. But in a car, it's 5 minutes. So, after meeting her and getting my composure, I didn't even buy no food or nothing. I just came back home, and me and my kids just started by picking up the small branches of the trees. I'm gonna show y'all a picture of the pile of trees that we picked up. So we just started picking up the small branches of the trees, and you know, we had to start little by little and getting them out of the way. So after we picked up the small branches of the trees, we was like, all right, now what the hell we gonna do about the big branches of the trees? Because it's just me and them, you know what I'm saying? I got 2 boys, but my oldest son is 16 and the youngest one is 12, you know what I'm saying? So it's not like I got 2 men, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? We can roll the trees. So we're gonna roll the trees. So that's what we did. Like, we had to pull one because it was on our deck. We couldn't roll it. It's on the deck. Like, it was like up against the wall, the side of the house wall, standing up in a slant like this. It was on the door initially, but I pushed it, you know what I'm saying? Once I opened the door. So we grabbed it by the longer part and started pulling it. 1, 2, 3, pull. 1, 2, 3, pull. So we finally pulled it down to 3 little steps, and our front deck is 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. We finally pulled it down to 3 little steps. And it was hard too, because when I tell you that tree was thick, once we did that, we started once we did that, we started rolling it. So I'm like, get on this side. But mind you, my son was like, ew, ma, what is this? Look like dry raisins on the tree. And it did look like dry raisins. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, that tree, it had green. Oh, it was like, I just felt like we was gonna get sick even touching it. So I told him, don't touch it. Use your sleeves from your jacket. Because at the moment, we didn't have nothing else. We wasn't prepared with no heavy duty gloves. Plastic gloves ain't gonna do nothing but rip. So I told him, just don't touch it with your hands, your bare hands. Use your jacket sleeve. So we all did that. And we was on some 1, 2, 3 push. 1, 2, 3 push. And we pushed it, we was pushing it into our lawn. Because we can't leave it in front of the door. How are we gonna be walking in and out of here? Like, I'm still technically new to Pennsylvania. I'm a city girl. I'm not used to all this shit. Like, bears running around. This is the first year. I always knew it was bears out here. But this is the first year that I'm actually seeing them with my own 2 eyes. Like clear vision. Like, no play. Like, oh my God, that's a bear. Like, it was even one trying to break into my daggone shed. So now, this last year that I'm here, because I want to move, I'm gonna move. Now I'm seeing all of the elements of Pennsylvania, all of the deers. Well, I always think the deers every day, but all of the, like, the bears, the crazy weather. Like, hot damn mess. So I didn't even tell y'all what we was eating. We was eating snow crab, which is my favorite. I like king crab, but I like snow crab better. I'm sorry. The flavor is better to me. Everybody got to each his own. Scallop shrimps and mussels. I think that was it. Boy, I dropped a piece of my crab in there. But, come on. You was doing so good. It broke. So, I'm born and raised in New York. I'm born and raised. Ooh, excuse my life. I ain't mean to do that. I'm born and raised in New York. And this countrified shit is new to me. Excuse my language. If y'all don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. But it is what it is. I won't get too crazy. But I be working on my mouth. But like I said, I'm from the city. And this is how most of us talk. And again, like I said, I'm working on it. Work in progress. But, yeah, so I was getting used to the elements, the deer, the this, the that. But then I seen a bear with my own 2 eyes, and I was like, oh, hell no. Because, you know, out of sight, out of mind. I was here for 3 years and never saw one. People always tell me, the bear, the bear, the bear, the bear, the bear. I'm like, I ain't never seen no bear. So in my head, I'm thinking like they full of shit. I didn't see no damn bear. Until I did. And when I did, he was in my yard. He was in my yard coming across from, he was coming from my yard and going into my neighbor's yard. And I said, oh, hell no. And I was out in the car. And I was like, I'm not getting my ass out of this car. I was so scared. But my friend was like, they won't, you know, they don't bother you unless they with babies or unless you bother it or they babies. I don't give a shit. I was still scared. I don't care. You could tell me anything. And then when they maul me, you're going to say, what did you do to it? No, get your ass out of here. What did I do to it? No. So, ooh, got that. So, yeah. I was getting used to the elements, but right now I plan on moving. I'm over it. So anyway, make a long story short, short story long. Me and my kids, we pushed the tree out of the way of our door so we could travel in and out. And I have to find out what do we do about it, because I know it's so. I have to find out what do we do about the tree, because I know it can't stay on the lawn forever. It got to be something. I'm pretty sure trees done fell on people's houses before, because we got homeowners insurance and everybody else do too. And when I got the insurance, they were saying like in case of trees and stuff like that. Even on a car, when I tell y'all that thing was so close to hitting my car. That thing was so close to hitting my car. Like, Lord Jesus. I'm gonna show y'all how close it was to my daggone car. I had debris from the tree all over my car. From that thing had done shattered. Good thing it didn't catch fire. Because had it caught fire, we'd have really been in trouble. Because it was touching the house. So, yeah. But that was crazy. That was some crazy shit. I ain't gonna tell you no lie. Like, that was crazy. Like, honestly, don't pay my dogs no mind. Honestly, I'm still in disbelief. Honestly, I'm still in disbelief behind it. Like, I can't believe out of all of the houses in the world. Like, imagine, like, they say getting struck by lightning is like a 1 in a million thing. So, getting your tree in your yard struck by lightning got to be that same 1 in a million. And we experienced it. How unlikely is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, that was some crazy shit. That was crazy. And I'm just like, And the last year, we done had tornadoes and all kind of mess. And I didn't even know you could get that out here in Pennsylvania. So now I'm like, oh, hell no. I want to get out of here. But I don't know where to go. Because I wanted to go to Florida. Then I found out they get hurricanes and tornadoes. I considered going to Texas. But they get hurricanes and tornadoes. Not only do they get hurricanes and tornadoes, but the cops out there is crazy as hell. I don't like that. The cops out there, we ain't gonna get into the controversials of the po-po out in Texas. The cops out here is crazy too. But they don't bother you really, really. Like, it's like when they get a hold of you, they get a hold of you. But if you stay out of their way, you're good to go. But hell to the no, no, no. I ain't trying to deal with this no more. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be. This house has ran its course. It was a lovely experience seeing the deer, Bambi, his mama. But Baloo, or like some of my friends like to call him Yogi. I call him Baloo. For the Jungle Book, my friend be calling him Yogi. Baloo, you can have Pennsylvania. As far as I'm concerned, you can have it. Man, I want it. Man, I want it. I don't want it. Ooh, please, come out, come out, come out, come out. Damn. Too good to be true. So, yeah, so, ooh, this thing hot, because it's a hot plate. It gets hot. Look at the steam coming on that bad boy. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's hot. Hot, hot, hot. I'm gonna drop the other one in there. I want to finish my crab. I feel like I'm eating like a savage, but I ain't gonna tell you no lie, I'm hungry. Damn, if this thing keep breaking. But yeah, yo. Yogi, Baloo, y'all can have it. Bambi, was nice knowing you. Bugs, because they got rabbits out here too. Bugs Bunny. All little animals. I done seen chipmunks that I had never seen in my life, because mind you, from where I'm from in New York, all we got is squirrels, really. You see squirrels, stray cats, stray dogs. And in the more recent years, a raccoon or two. But not really from where I'm from. You see the, like, I'm from Brooklyn. You'll see the squirrels and stuff in, you'll see squirrels everywhere, but you'll see the raccoons and stuff more so in, like, Manhattan. Manhattan or Queens. I feel like I'm catching a cold. But yeah, you'll see the raccoons and stuff in, like, Manhattan or Queens. Not so much in Brooklyn, where I'm from. So, hot mess. And I ain't got time. Like, it was a nice experience while it lasted. I don't want no parts. I don't want, like, I tell you, this year alone, 2019, I done came across too many daggone beer. That ain't the first time. Like, for instance, another story about the beer. I was sitting on my bed, 7 o'clock in the morning. Laptop on my lap. Because like I said, I work from home. And I had my window curtain like ajar a little bit open. So I'm sitting there and I see something go past my window, but it did not look like a deer. I'm like, that was too black and too big to be a deer. So I get up and go over to the window. And as I get up on the window, I see that it's a damn bear. Like, I'm looking at, he was on all fours too. I'm looking at the whole back side of this mug. And I am like, oh my God, this is my first time ever seeing one. Ever. Before even the car thing. That came later. But I was in my house. So this was, I was scared, but I wasn't as scared as I was when I was in the car. Cause when I'm in the car, I feel like they could come, jump on the car, beat up the windows, like break them, get me. I'm in the house. I feel like you bust through this window, I'm gonna hold ass out the door while you breaking through the window. So it is what it is. So I look out the window. I ain't stick my head out. I'm looking through the glass, and it's a damn bear walking past, and he went straight up to my garbage can, because that's what they do. They come out here and they try to eat your garbage before the winter start. Right now the winter already started, so I believe they already in hibernation, even though I don't give a shiz. I done seen them, they done ruined my experience. Now I want out. So yeah, I done seen them. And I feel like I enjoyed my time in the suburbs. Now it's time to go. I want my ass, I want out. I want out. So ooh. So yeah, like that was the first time. The second time was the car, and the third time was when we take our trash into the back shed because we don't want it to stink in the house. Somebody calling me. I ain't paying that amount. We don't want it to stink in the house, so we take it in the back shed until the pickup day for trash. We got 2 sheds. And the bear, it was around hibernate. It was around, you know, just when it was about to get winter. It wasn't officially winter yet. And that Negro, look, I'm over here saying Negro. I guess I could call it Negro because in real life, Negro is black in Spanish, and I am Puerto Rican. But that Negro, because it was a black bear. Dang, I want to dip this in the butter and it's falling apart. That Negro was trying to break into my shed. I went to the bathroom at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Nah, it was like 5 o'clock in the morning. I went to the bathroom and I hear scratching on the door. Now, when I tell you this scratching was loud and hard, and I heard tugging at it, like the shed is right, like I could stick my hand out my back window and touch the shed door, my bathroom window. it was once my office, but no matter how many wireless routers I brought, I couldn't get a decent signal in there. So I was like, forget it. I had fixed it up into my office, but I couldn't get a decent signal. Like I said, I work from home. It's very important that I get online. So I hear tugging at the damn door. I peek. It's a bear. So I start screaming at the bear like, I'm like, get out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Banging on the side of the wall. I'm banging on the side of the wall. Get out of here. Boom, boom, boom. Trying to scare it away because people told me like they don't want no confrontation. Like if you want to keep the bears away, keep your music playing or something like that. When they hear people talking, they go the opposite way. So I figure if I start making noise, it'll leave. And so I'm like, get out of here. Banging on the wall. I start barking like a freaking idiot. Like, but I tell you, I got 4 dogs, 4 Shih Tzu dogs. And I start barking because I knew if I start barking, they're going to start barking. And I figure if they start barking, the bear will leave. So here my old retarded ass over here like, boom, 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 get out of here. Boom, 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 get out of here. Boom, boom. So here come the dogs, come running. Mind you, I was in the bathroom. Here come the dog, they come running. So I'm riling them up. I'm just a banging. Get. That heifer still tugging at the door. Still trying to get in. Still scratching at it. Like legit, I got scratches on my shed door. Still tugging at it, scratching at it, everything. Trying to break his way in. Trying to break in. And I had slept in that shed before because, like I said, it's not no little dusty little shed like what you think. It's like I hooked it up into an office. Like computer, TV, heat, everything was up in that joint. But I took all of that stuff out, brought it into the house, and started holding the trash in there. Because at one point I used to keep the trash in the garage. Because people used to always say the bears eat the trash. The bears eat the trash. So I was like, they ain't gonna get my trash. So I always try to keep it locked away. But I was like, I didn't want to put it in the garage anymore. Because I wanted to start parking my car in the garage. So that effort was not trying to run away. It took me about 15 minutes banging and yelling and barking. It took me about 15 minutes banging and yelling and barking to get rid of that John. No lie. Banging and yelling and barking. I was in here. Woo, woo, woo. Get out of here. Get out of here, bitch. Get. Woo, woo, woo. But finally, he got tired of the shits and strolled off. Ow, hot. Ooh. It opened up in a good way. So he got tired of me banging and yelling and the dogs. And I think that maybe he thought the dogs was getting closer. Which they was, because they had came in the bathroom. And he left. It didn't get in the shed. But I had told my aunt, who been out here for 20 years. And she told me, you lucky it didn't get in your shed. Because she said once they get the taste, they come back. So, had it got in my shed, it had kept coming to my house. And we wouldn't have got rid of it until hibernation time. But then when hibernation is over, they come back to where they know they got food. So it would have been coming here during the summer. And in the summer, they walk freely. Like, so I was grateful that I acted a fool and that heifer ain't get in my shed. Because if it had got in my shed, I would have been finished. If it had gotten that shed, I'd have been moving out of this house and leaving everything in it. Me and my kids would have been gone. Took a car and pick a state. 1, 2, 3, pick. I've been out of here. I ain't playing. I ain't got no time. The summertime especially, hell to the no. The summertime you all walking out freely in your shorts and your this and that. And the bears be coming around daytime. Like, I hadn't seen him, but people told me. I had people tell me, like, oh, it's a bear. Come my house every day, steal my trash. We live in a gated community. The community giving people a fine because once the bear rip up your trash, you got to clean it up behind them, and you only get an hour to do so. Or they'll fine you $100. Which is a lot to be cleaning up behind some daggone bear. Alright, you guys, I'm done. That was a lot. So, if you like this story, which is a true story time, this is a 100. I'm going to show y'all the little proofs. I even show y'all the barefoot when it was in front of my window. Every proof that I got, I'll put it in here. Just so y'all know it was real. But if you like this story time, drop a comment drop a comment. Let me know what would you have done if it was you. What would you have done? And if you was me, would you move or would you stay? Now we got a big 2-story house. I love the house. It's a nice house, but it ain't worth my daggone life. And bears maul people, and I be hearing that bears be breaking into people's houses. And if that damn bear broke into my shed or tried to break into my shed, you think it wouldn't have tried to break into my house? Yes, I believe it would have. So, with that being said, my ass is on out of here. So, like, comment, subscribe. You guys, hit the notification bell so you can be notified every single time I upload a new video. And let me know, what would you have done if you was in my shoes? Would you stay or would you go? Would you have barked at the bear? Or would you have just been quiet and watched it out the window? Like, I had done ran upstairs, woke my son up, looked out his bedroom window, everything. But by the time I did that, the bear was gone. And then, you know, through all of the barking and yelling and banging I was doing, my kids did not wake up. I said, y'all ain't no good. That bear would have done tore me up and y'all would have been still asleep. Even when the tree fell on our house, they didn't wake up. I woke up. But I didn't know it was a tree falling on our house. I thought it was just thunder or lightning crackling. But it was the actual lightning hit the tree and then the tree hit our house. That's what woke me up. But that was crazy, y'all. Let me know what y'all would have done. Let me know in the comments down below. Make sure you subscribe. Share this video. Warn people. Share, you guys. I really appreciate it. Share. See y'all in the next video. Bye.